actions tonight. We have one correction we'd like to make. We have a date that needs to be changed. Sharice Colon is going to be on loan again by her request to be the Contra Costa County Office of Education, and that should read effective July 1/15, not July 1/14. So I just wanted to make note of that correction before we move for any adoption of this. And then the other item, I'd like to take a moment, if I could, to introduce our current part-time addition to our staff, Miss Laurie McDonald, who I'm going to ask to come up. Laurie has been a teacher, a principal, a coach, has done training for our school district, and was a dynamite and very well-received trainer in math last summer. And you know, we have the great benefit of being able to hire her, and Berkeley Unified is her current employer, but Ms. McDonald is now joining us. So, Laurie, you want to just say a couple things? Welcome to our Emeryville family.
Hi, good evening. I just wanted to say hi. This is my 7th day. I'm doing both jobs for just a month or so. I've had a chance to work with some students and teachers and the principals and the district folks, even some board members, and so this is a really great place to be, and I'm really happy about working with you all and look forward to what we're going to accomplish together. So thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Member Pats?
Yeah, so I have a couple of things on both items, but I'm going to start with this one. And this is not a reflection on you. I'm really excited you're joining Emery, and welcome aboard. But I have a procedural question. It seems awkward to me that I'm asked to ratify somebody who's already started working, and I'm under the impression that while we can make offers, the person is not actually employed until the board has taken action. Am I incorrect in that?
Yeah, I believe that as superintendent, the board authorizes me to offer employment.
That's what I would think, and we authorize the superintendent to fill this position.
Okay, I'm just, again, in every district I've worked, we've had to wait for board ratification, with the exception of the county office where, yeah, so.
Ms. Harrell, do you have any insight into this question? Our Director of HR.
Just speaking from the input I've gotten from other HR directors, again, the superintendent does have the authority to hire, and based upon that, then the board approves the actions that have been taken.
And if we didn't approve, then we'd owe the person some money for their work, but
That hasn't occurred, and that's just something that I really hope we don't have to encounter or deal with.
No comment on that.
all right.
And then some questions you might want to, some questions on the teacher on loan. This is the second year for this that we've loaned this person, am I correct?
Yes.
So I guess at a certain point, does it become a rent-to-own option, or I feel like if we're, one of our items on is highly qualified teachers, and if we have a teacher who's good enough to be a BITSA coach, I'm sort of wondering what's the logic of letting them go serve kids in West County.
In the contract, it states that they can do it for a year. They can ask for a second year. But beyond that, then I think there could be some discussion as to whether or not the board would like to approve it for another year. Oh, in the contract, there is a stipulation that the teacher can go on leave for a year, and again, they can request for a second year. But beyond that, it would appear that there would be reason for the board to have further discussion and not necessarily approve that third year.
So is this requiring us to hire any teachers on a temporary contract?
No, sir, it's not.
Or are we're able to fill the position even though they're gone?
Yes, because yes.
Okay, that seems unusual to me.
Well, the person was acting as a coach. They weren't in the classroom.
They were a coach here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
And their salary is being paid by the county, not
Yes,
by us, right?
correct.
And so we've used the savings, as it were, to have an assistant principal at Annie Yates this year, supporting the principal.
Right, and as the superintendent, I endeavor to support teachers in their requests for growth and job opportunities, and Ms. Cologne made this request, and I wanted to be supportive.
Savings is not the word I would have chosen to use there, because there's going to be a greater cost, I hope, for a VP than for a teacher. So I think we're incurring an extra cost if we're using a VP to fill a teacher on special assignments. I would suspect, I could be wrong, but that is generally how salary schedules work. So I'm not sure that that's the right term. We're using the cost plus a little extra. But again, I just want to make sure that Emory is covered first before we start sending people to other districts. So, okay, thank you.
Okay, with the amendment, I think thank you, Ms. Harrell. With the amendment of correcting the year to 2015, as proposed by the superintendent, do we have a motion to adopt item 6?
Move to approve as amended.
I'll second. Just to move us along, roll call, please.
Member Ash?
Yes.
Member Merriam?
Yes.
Member Pats?
Yes.
Vice President Dice?
Yes.
President Affeld?
Yes.